Hey there guys, this is Ace Kage Mottes. First, I want to give a shout out to my man EB Uchiha. He gave me a shout out in his video, and I'm going to give him a shout out back. I will be linking his channel in the description below if you guys want to check him out. He is also another blazing YouTuber. If you want me to give you a shout out, then just give me a shout out in one of your YouTube videos. Let me know that you gave me the shout out, show me the video, and I will be shouting you guys out. Okay, now, this is the body only objective, the A rank blue only. Now, the tricky thing about this raid is that you start off immediately against Yamato, who's really annoying, and you start off against, you know, the other two guys. Okay, I believe it's Sakura and Sai. Now, no, it's not Sai, it's Sakura, and yeah, it is Sai. And Sai is really annoying too because he has a large range, okay? And that can really get annoying as well because he keeps hitting you because he reaches you really easily. Now, we're gonna start off by attacking Sakura in the top using Rasengan Naruto. Now, I've tried this different compositions for this raid, and one thing I immediately understood was that I either needed a higher limit broken Naruto, the Three Tails, or I needed to use something that I could inflict really good damage against one of them. So I settled on using Rasengan Naruto because on top of the fact he does a good attack, he also gets a boost from that attack. See that? And he's limit broken to 140, so that helps a lot. Limit breaking makes all the difference, guys. It's very important to doing these raids that you do limit break your units because they become a lot stronger and a lot more useful when you do it. Now, as you guys saw there, I was able to completely annihilate them with a good attack while at the same time getting a good amount of chakra. Annihilate Sakura, and I damaged them. One thing I understood was that the Naruto Three Tails that goes to Four Tails is really good for his own raid, guys. So that's one thing that I definitely want to suggest. If you notice, I brought ultimate friend Naruto. So it's not even my own. My own Naruto is not maxed out yet in terms of limit breaking. But I found a friend one that was. It wasn't even my friend. Sometimes people appear on your list that aren't your friends. And so what you guys maybe want to do is you want to search for an ultimate Naruto. Every time you restart the game, it resets the friend screen. So you guys can always see if you can find one. See, I kept restarting the game until I found an ultimate Naruto because I understood that he was really good for this raid, mainly because he starts off immediately with an AoE jutsu, meaning it hits more than one enemy at once, and at the same time he gets chakra back because it has a lot of hit points. Okay, now the next thing you got to do here is you got to take, well, here's the strategy. I want to take them out as fast as possible. I want to take out Sai. The ones that can kill faster, that's the one I want to take out. The longer that I wait, the more the longer that I stay dealing with two of them, the more damage I will be taking over time. You guys get what I'm saying? Now, if you notice, I'm not even playing this on 2x speed because that's how careful I wanted to be when doing this run. You see what I'm saying? I didn't want to make any mistakes. I wanted to play it very safe. Yamato hits you really hard. Now, Rin does have a body reduction field skill. No, not a body reduction. She has a skill reduction damage field skill. So she does take a little bit, I think it's that, and she takes reduced damage from skill units. So she's good to tank against Yamato, at least for reducing some of that damage. And she also has a dodge buddy skill, so that works out too if you have her in a secondary slot. As you can see, she's under my lead. Now, like I said in the beginning, it makes a difference to limit break your units, guys. My Lee is 145, my Naruto's 140. As you can see, I've been working on them, limit breaking them, and that's why I'm able to do this raid. That's why I'm able to bring Rasengan Naruto and actually get results with him. Now, this may surprise you guys, but I actually chose to stall with Yamato. Yep, that's right. And I pulled it off, and I'll show you how. Now, the trick to stalling with Yamato is remembering this one thing. He has a short range, okay? Now, I know it looks like I'm about to die, and believe me, I died a few times trying to find the answer to doing this raid in a way that I could be using that free Naruto that they gave us through the raid, okay? Now, maybe you guys brought something else as a friend, but I brought a Naruto, see? And that's why it's a little trickier, because I brought that Naruto. But I know it'll be more helpful for you guys, because now you guys can use that Naruto as well as a friend to help you do this raid. See that? And so having a short range and a single target jutsu, Yamato will not target more than one of your units at once with his jutsu. And if you bring Sakura like I did, you can always outsmart Yamato by using his short range against him. If you notice, I'm keeping my units close to each other, but far enough so that Yamato can't target all of them at once. And that right there is the key, okay? You want to try to get a heal on Rin while at the same time staying far away from Rin so you don't die, because Yamato will combo your units more than one and hit them all, and you'll all die. See what I'm saying there? Now, I didn't always do this because sometimes I wanted to like play it a little safer. As you guys can see here, I'm kind of not doing it right now, but when I'm building my chakra, and that's the key that I'm doing here, I'm building my chakra, that way I can use jutsus on him to take him out faster. But you see, I'm trying to move my Rin closer to them so she can get a heal off of them, while at the same time not getting too close that they all get comboed. You see what I'm saying there, guys? And so that's what I'm doing right now. Right now, I was deciding, okay, where do I put my Rin? Because I want Yamato to target Rin. I don't want him to target anyone else, because I am trying to take advantage of that field skill that reduces skill damage. I think that's how it works. I really hope so, because I was using it like that. If it wasn't working, guys, then I guess that's even better, because I managed to pull it off without that field skill working right. Even though it worked sometimes, like right here, because if you're around other people, it does work. See right here, I'm getting comboed a bit, but I guess the field skill would be working here for sure, no doubt. So there I have reduced damage. But as you see, that healing, that three-person healing is so useful, and Sakura's large range is very, very useful. Now, I am speeding up a little at this point, because right now I already showed you guys what the strategy was. Remember, keeping Rin close to them while at the same time staying far away enough so that you don't end up getting comboed. That's the key. Now, if you notice some flickering, I'm sorry about that, guys. That is the equipment I'm working with, but I'm still putting out these videos for you guys. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for understanding. I appreciate it very much. And that is the last I will talk about that. Just wanted to let you guys know it only happens during the speed up parts. So yeah, okay. Now, going back to this strategy, as you can see, now I'm going back to stalling. And as I stall, I'm healing at the same time. Yep, that's the strategy, guys. You got to stay close enough to get a field heal off of Sakura using Rin, but not close enough that you get comboed. Tricky, huh? So yeah, you just got to work at it a bit, guys. Take advantage of that long range, because even though the AI is smart, they can't do more than what their range allows them to do. See how close Yamato came to my Sakura, but he couldn't reach her. See that right there? And so that's the key, guys. That's the key. Now, because of that, I'm able to stay alive here. And as you can see, my jutsus are beginning to build up. Now, here's the tricky part, though. I don't just want to use my jutsus on him too much, because I want to have the jutsus ready for the next map. Because the strategy for the next map is to combo them all, and not combo them, is to nuke them all using my jutsus. See that right there? That's the strategy for the next map, guys, is to simply use my ultimates on them and completely annihilate them fast. See that? And so that's the strategy for when I finish Yamato. See? And so that's why I can't just use my jutsus. I can't just use my jutsus and just nuke Yamato down, because I'm trying to save it. Now that just makes it a little harder, but it's not impossible. As you guys can see here, we're doing it. I will use Sakura's jutsus because her jutsu is not really that important. It's more just to like finish off the units. And as you can see, it weakened him enough that we no longer have to worry too much about him. Look how weak we got him just by stalling and healing, and I managed to stay alive, tanking his jutsu. Tanking his jutsu using Rin really helped a lot. Huh? Cool, huh? Okay, now we are on the second map, guys. Now, here is where we use our ultimates. That's why we've been saving them. That's why I didn't want to use anything on Yamato. As you can see, Naruto, once again, so good. Both of his jutsus are AoE. How crazy is that, guys? He is so useful. I can see this Naruto being so useful for blue only missions because of his jutsu, because of his attack, because of his range. I'm telling you, I'm focusing on max limit breaking him. I gotta be honest with you guys, it's worth it. It is worth max limit breaking this Naruto. Look how useful he is. You gotta work on him. I know that there are many raid units they've been releasing, but if there's one that's definitely worth it, it's Naruto. Okay, I'm just gonna bring that out there. Max limit break the Three Tails. You will not regret it. He will help you a lot. Now, they are releasing a lot of free-to-play units, okay? So you can't complain saying that they're not, and they're good free-to-play units. They are really good units. It's just the work you gotta put into it. Now that I understand, don't get me wrong. I understand. Even I feel it, okay? I feel it as well. The grind is real. You just gotta choose your grinds wisely. That's all I gotta say. Choose which ones you want to grind and which ones you don't want to grind right now. You guys get what I'm saying? Don't overwhelm your plate before you can finish all the food on it. All right? Quite the analogy. But yeah, that's what I would say. Don't overwhelm your plate. If you feel that it's a lot, then just grind the ones that are really important to you. See what I'm saying there, guys? That's the advice I would give all of you, okay? If you want to farm crystals for the limit break because it's worth limit breaking, I would recommend you do A rank missions, okay? A rank. If you have strong green units, you don't even really need to stall because you can just get to Naruto and you'll end up stalling there inevitably. And so what I would recommend is that if you want to farm crystals, you host A rank or you join A ranks. Or you solo them. I mean, even though I find that sometimes soloing A ranks, like the crystals wouldn't drop, but every time I've done multiplayer A rank, the crystals dropped. So yeah. So here I'm speeding it up a little once again, just a little bit, as I stall once again using the green unit. Who would have thought, right? I mean, the logical thing that people think of is stalling using a blue unit, right? But the thing is the blue units are easier to kill than the green ones. You see what I'm saying? And so that's why I ended up stalling using the green one, because they're too tanky, okay? Yamato was too tanky, Orochimaru was too tanky, too much health. They're too hard to kill, and the other ones are just comboing me while Sakura and Kabuto heals. See that? And so that's why I chose to take them out first, because at least I was doing neutral damage against them. And having Rin's field reduction for skill damage, I was able to do it. See that right there? And so it helps, man. It helps. What can I say? You know, that's why they release these units in banners. Some of them are more useful than others, but ultimately they're all useful for sure, no doubt. The good thing about this game is that there's many strategies, many team compositions you can use. And well, you know, this is one team that you could use. One team. If you don't have a Rin, you could bring a Rin friend and maybe your own Naruto. Hey, it depends, guys. It depends. So, now, you know, the QB, the Four Tails himself isn't the hardest part of the raid, you know? He's one of the easier ones to manage. If you haven't checked out my heart only for this A rank, you should definitely check that out, guys. It's gonna help you guys a lot. I also put that one up. I put it up first, and this is the body only for A rank. Now, for S rank, for those of you who are wondering, for S rank, I would say you need a limit break. It's possible with limit break. That's what I would say. Yep. Limit breaking makes all the difference for S rank, guys. And in general, limit breaking makes all the difference. The problem is that sometimes there's so many that we can kind of like, yeah, it's a little overwhelming. But limit breaking makes a difference for S rank. I'm pretty sure that for red only, limit breaking would help. For blue only, limit breaking would help definitely, especially having a maxed ultimate Naruto. Maybe 2 of them is probably the way to go. It depends. But yeah, that's what I would say about S rank. Limit breaking is the way to go. Yep. Just wanted to say that. I know many of you are wondering about S rank. S rank is pretty tough. Okay, it is pretty difficult, but I'm pretty sure with limit breaking it can be done. Now, I'm sorry if I repeated that a few times. I just I kind of was trying to make that point. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Now, I'm stalling with Orochimaru. The thing about Orochimaru is that he does not have a small range like Yamato. He has a medium range. And you guys have already been seeing that he does have a medium range. So, you know, just stay a little bit farther away from him. The good thing about this is that at least they have a health bottle. And the key is once again to let that health bottle build up to the max and then you collect it. Don't collect the health bottle before it builds up, unless of course you're about to die and you absolutely need to. But if you're not, then collect the health bottle when it's maxed out. That way you can replenish almost all your health at once. You guys get what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I still have the health bottle there. I haven't collected it. I've been going purely off of field heals. But now that I'm gonna finish him off, that's when I collect it to face off against the Four Tails himself. Now, this was a long fight, but I am speeding it up just a little bit for you guys in a bit, so you guys can see what I did, but you know, yeah, it was a much longer fight. As you can see, he starts off immediately with his danger. Now here I made a mistake, guys, because I went the wrong direction and he still manages to target my units. Yep, check this out. 2 of them, look how much damage it did. That's 2 of them, guys. In other words, if you get caught with 3, you're dead. See that right there? If your units get caught, all of them, in any of his jutsus, whether it's his ultimate or not, you're pretty much dead. See that? And so 2 of them got me that weak. Now, in spite of that hit that I just took right there, I managed to completely survive and beat this. So it just goes to show you can still survive even if you take that much damage. You can avoid his ultimate, as we all know, just by going behind him. He only shoots it to the left-hand side. He only shoots it to the left-hand side, guys. So you can avoid the ultimate, no problem, just by going behind him. One thing I would recommend is that you bring the QB either to the top half or the bottom half of the map, because by doing so, you make it easier to dodge his that jutsu right there. You make it easier to dodge that if you do it like that. Because if you have him directly in the middle, you can still dodge it, but you know, it's easier if you have him in one corner of the map, like towards the top or towards the bottom. You guys get what I'm saying? And I did more of that in my my heart only video. You guys can definitely check that out. I did more of that there. So, using his own jutsu against him, it did an okay amount of damage. Honestly, I would have liked to see more damage from that jutsu. I understand it's a long range, and so he still has amazing stats for a long range. Don't get me wrong, for a long range, he has really good stats, especially a free-to-play unit. But I would, you know, that blast looks so powerful. I really would have loved to see it more damaging. I don't know. You guys get what I'm saying? It's still a good jutsu, but yeah, I would have loved to see more from it. Just because you think about that blast and it looks so, you know, overpowered and so crazy, and then it does an okay amount of damage. So yeah. So now I'm gonna go ahead and heal with Rin. Really good stuff here, while at the same time avoiding his secret technique. Remember, he only shoots it to the left, so that is pretty much the easiest thing to dodge. If you get hit by that, you're pretty much done. I think one of them could survive it, but I'm pretty sure they could, but it would get you pretty weak if you did it, okay? It would get you pretty weak if you got hit by that. Now, at this point, we're good. We're set. Dealing with Naruto 4 Tails, 3 Tails is not the hardest thing. We just gotta stall. We just gotta get our health back, keep our health in check. You see my health right there keeps going a little low. So what do? I go to my corner, I heal with Rin. The good thing about Rin is, once again, well, not once again, I didn't say this before, but 4 chakra, really good stuff there. All she requires is 4 chakra to heal. Really glad I pulled her You know, it helps when I pull these good units, guys. It really does, because I can do these videos for you guys even more, different compositions, different teams. That's why these units are in the game. You know, some people are like, oh, well, you're playing with units that we don't have, or not we don't have, but that I don't have, or you're doing it, you know, guys, for those who say that, I'm not saying you guys, I'm saying there are others, you know, others who always look for negativity and everything, and what people do. Unfortunately, there are people like that. And so one of the things I've heard or seen is that they say, oh, we're using units that nobody has, or only pullable banner units. Guys, for those who say that, that's why they're in the game. Give me a break. Give me a break. That's why they're in the game. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's why they're in the game. I mean, that's like saying, you know, it's ridiculous to say that. I mean, if a free-to-play person can pull those units too, and a person who pays can also not pull them. It's RNG, you know? It's RNG. Like, a person who puts money in can spend 300 pearls and not get the banner units, and a person who spends 5 pearls can get them, and they can be free to play. So it's really ridiculous, the notion to say that doing these raids with these units, oh, that's ridiculous, because they're part of the game. They're in the game for a reason. And if it were not for these units, these raids would be impossible. They would be. So yeah, I just wanted to address that, because that is a very negative mindset. It's not helpful, because it leads to nowhere. It literally leads to nowhere, because we literally do not have a free-to-play healer, and so every healer that's used requires you to pull for them. Even 4-star Shizune, guys. Even 4-star Shizune. So yeah, I wanted to address that. I wanted to address that because I think it's very sad it's sad to see that. It's sad to see that. And I don't know how you guys feel about it. If you want to share your thoughts on it, then let me know. Because totally, you know, I hope you guys agree with me, whoever is hearing this. Hope you agree with me. But yeah, I feel that there should be the negativity. It's like just looking for negative things. Just looking for negative things just to complain about. And so, ironically, we finish off the QB using the QB, and we're good. We're done. The Jinchuriki wins. We won this. We're done. This is the body-only objective, guys. 3 pearls right there for you guys to be able to use however you want to. Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. We have done it. And if you guys saw my last red video, then you already know that I already had the blue completed when I finished it. So, let me know in the comments below what you thought. If it helped you, if you appreciate this, leave a like showing your support if you enjoyed this and anything else, guys. Thank you for leaving your comments. Thank you for subscribing for more content. Check out my other videos in the description below. And at the end of this one, I always link 2 videos at the end of the video that you guys can click on, whether you're on PC or on mobile. I will be back with more content. And well, see you guys next time.